Hey everyone, it's Justice, and today's video I'm going to be talking about my Disney College Program experience. So I got accepted into the Disney College Program for the program of 2020, but of course soon after I got accepted, the program got canceled because of COVID. So that was very upsetting, and at the time I didn't think like I'd ever do the program. Well, fast forward to 2021, when they decided to reopen the program, they offered it to those whose program was canceled, basically because of COVID. So I got offered, and so I accepted, and my program started in June of 2021. My program, I got the role of, what was it again? I got food and beverage at Epcot. And so when I got to the Disney housing, I moved in. It was a Flamingo Crossing, and it was actually a new housing for the program at the time. But anyways, yeah, I got settled in, and then that first week was like a lot of like training and welcome to the program type stuff, and going to a lot of like classes and things like that before even starting at Epcot. And then when I first started at Epcot, I had to go to casting and meet up with one of the leaders of the location that I was going to be at. And it turns out that I was placed at Sunshine Seasons at Epcot. So before this, I had actually never eaten at Sunshine Seasons. So I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. I mean, I don't mind food and beverage or whatever. And so, yeah, that began my journey of being at Sunshine Seasons. So while I was at Sunshine Seasons, I did a lot of the usual stuff that you do in food and beverage, prepare stuff, cashiering, cleaning, taking out the trash. And also Sunshine Seasons is in charge of 2 food carts. One of them is a pretzel cart, and the other one is a ice cream cart. The ice cream cart is near the Finding Nemo area, and then the pretzel cart was in front of Figment, the ride. So anyways, so sometimes I'd be working at those carts as well, which I loved doing those carts. I would rather be at those carts than be indoors at Sunshine Seasons, because I just love the fresh air, and I love seeing all the guests and like other cast members and things like that. And then, like if you're closing, you get to see like the fireworks and all that stuff. It was pretty fun. But yeah, overall, working at Sunshine Seasons was definitely an interesting time. I did make some friends there. Not friends that have stuck around, obviously, but they were cool, and everyone was really nice there. There was no work drama or anything like that. And then there was actually one time that I was working at the food and beverage cart. It was the pretzel one right by Figment, when this girl and her mom came up to the cart, and she was ordering a pretzel, and me and my coworker were looking at her, and then my coworker was like, oh, did anyone ever tell you that you look like the girl from The Walking Dead? And she was like, yeah, because I am. And I was like, what? I was like trying so hard not to fangirl in front of her because I didn't want her to make her uncomfortable. So I was just like, oh, that's so cool, that's so cool, like acting all casual about it. But like, I just met her. She's the one that plays Rick's daughter in The Walking Dead, and I feel bad because I don't remember her name, but the one who plays Judith. So, anyways, that was a pretty cool story. So after a couple months at Sunshine Seasons, the program offered an incentive. Basically what, oh, sorry. Basically what the incentive was is that for any college program participants who are willing to transfer to housekeeping, then we'd get a pay raise. So at Sunshine Seasons, I was making, I think, 15 an hour. But if I was to transfer to housekeeping, they were going to move me up to 18 an hour, I believe it was. So I was like, sure, why not change the pace, you know? So anyways, I applied for the transfer and I got approved. And they put me at All-Star Movies Resort. Now, this is like the last resort that I wanted to be at because I kind of wanted to be at like a different resort, like Animal Kingdom Lodge, but it's fine. But anyways, so I got transferred to All-Star Movies, and for the first like 4 weeks there, I was training on the day shift, and I was cleaning about 10 to 15 rooms a day. That was very exhausting, very draining. I hated it so much. And I was regretting my decision so badly for that transfer. But then, my boss, his name was Zach, he said that we were going to be transferred to the afternoon, which was 4 o'clock to midnight. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad, you know. So we got transferred to the afternoon shift, and basically what that is we don't really clean rooms. We just like take calls. So like if someone requests a microwave, then we bring them a microwave. If someone requests their room to be tidied up a little bit, then we go and tidy up the room. If somebody like wants a new fridge, the fridge in the room is not working, we have to go get the fridge, take it back, and then bring them a new one for their room, so on and so forth. So there wasn't really like actually full-on room cleanings around that time. Maybe sometimes, like on rare occasions, there would be. Like I remember cleaning maybe 1 or 2 rooms now and then on that shift, but for the most part it wasn't really a lot of room cleaning. It was more like attending to the guests and what the guest needs. Well, after a few months of that, the night shift guy quit, and so my other boss, his name was Fritz now, he asked me if I wanted to transfer to third shift, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Let's do third shift, you know? And I'm over here not really knowing what to expect in that. Well, third shift is 12 o'clock to 8:45 in the morning over there. And they did not tell me that me accepting the third shift position, I was essentially going to be by myself the whole night. So I was the only housekeeper at the resort overnight. So working third shift was so fun. That was so much fun. I used to drive the golf cart around the resort, and out my duties, I had to go to every building and take the trash out and then put in trash bags at all the buildings, at all the stairwells. Sometimes here and there I would get a request like, oh, I need a new microwave, or oh, I need more towels, you know. So then, you know, I would bring guests that, but for the most part it was quiet overnight because it's overnight, third shift. So overall I did really enjoy that. And sorry. And yeah, and then I had gotten offered to extend my program for almost another year, because like the Disney College program allows you to do it for like 2 years, but not quite 2 years. Like it cuts off before the 2-year mark. So I applied for the program extension and I got approved. So that was pretty cool. So my first program, they still gave me like a Disney College program graduation, so I was able to do that, and I got pictures and everything for that. And then for my second program, I decided that I wasn't going to live at Flamingo Crossing anymore because my roommates, all of them did not extend their program. So I was like, well, I don't want new roommates. And plus at that time I was like staying more at my grandparents' house, which was close by to the hotel. So I just did that. Save money, you know, because the program they take out money every paycheck for your rent if you are staying at Flamingo Crossing. So, but anyways, besides the working and stuff, there was a lot of other things that the program offered that I did. I did a Cocoa Beach trip, actually twice, to Cocoa Beach. I also went to the Kennedy Space Center, which was really cool and really fun. And then they also did a lot of events, like they did like hosting outdoor gatherings, parties, dances, and stuff like that. So it was definitely a way to be very social with people. So yeah, I did do some of those events as much as possible, but I also myself, I'm not really a very social person, so I didn't really make a lot of friends. And now in 2025, honestly, I don't talk to anybody from my program, so yay! That kind of sucks because I was really hoping to make lifelong friends there, but I don't know if it's me or if it's the people that I encountered, but I just, I just didn't make any friends. So it's like, kind of sucks, but it's okay because I still had fun. I still had an amazing time on the program. I got a lot of Disney pins. I got a lot of Disney ears. I used to go to the parks all the time. Sometimes I would go by myself because, why not? I can get in for free. Might as well go by myself one day, like on my day off. And yeah. So overall, I rate the Disney College program like a 9 out of 10, at least for me. I would definitely do it again if I had the chance, and hopefully if I do, I would make friends this time. But anyways, yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. And if you have any questions about the Disney program, like how to apply, the interview process, Flamingo Crossing Village, anything like that, working at Epcot or, All-Star Movie Resort, just let me know. And I'll be glad to make another video answering some of those questions. So, thank you so much. Bye-bye.